Good morning. Hi, Bowie. Oh.
Crazy man.
Hi.
That's the morning crazies.
How did it go this weekend?
It was very well. Very well.
Yeah? Hi, Boo-Boo. Hi, Pearl.
Your friend.
How'd she do this weekend?
She did very well. I'll tell you. We had, the first time she went out with Joe, she was just perfect.
Perfect?
I took her out later, and she needed to be corrected about 7 or 8 times, but she didn't bark back, which is like amazing.
Great. So today is the first day of the second week. This guy has a lot of separation anxiety. These two live together. One of the reasons they've come in here is for their vocalizing. Looks like Pearlie wants to go out, huh? So today we're going on to the 15-foot leash. She's now sitting and doing sit stays and down stays to 6 feet, and we're going to start moving her out to the total of 15 feet over this week. Pearl, heel. She really wanted to clamp down hard on me last week, and that was really just because she's used to getting her way. I was really pleased to hear her dad tell me this morning what he did. You know, that her vocalizing is their biggest problem, and that she didn't bark back at all those other dogs he was walking by this weekend, which was fantastic. So the auto sits are probably the hardest thing to teach, the heeling in the auto sits. It's hard to convey to the parents how to get it done. And we start out by giving the dogs lots of physical signals. You notice I didn't say sit. Because I want the dogs to keep watching their owners and watching us through the course of the walk. That's what heeling is all about. The dogs are kind of watching for you to speed up, slow down, left turn, right turn, and they stay with you in this safe zone here without you having to say so or pull their leash. As soon as you pull their leash to signal, hey, I'm turning, or I'm slowing down and stopping, they stop watching you because they recognize that, oh, you'll just tug on my leash when you need to get my attention. So they tune you out, and then they go back to getting into trouble, seeking out things to deal with out in the world. Last week we were shortening the leash to help facilitate shaping the dog into this position. We were also using treats to lure. Now Pearl gets it. So we're going to try to start fading away the leash, tightening of the leash, and the sweeping of the hand. We're also not saying sit anymore, okay? The only remaining signal is going to be my slowing down and stopping. So she's going to look for my slowing steps. Pearl, heel. What a good girl. Since I'm out in front of her, it's clear that she's going to notice me stop, right? That's called setting the dog up for success. If your dog is too far in front of you while you're walking and heeling, there's no way they're even going to see you stop, so you may as well not try an auto sit unless they're back here watching you. So now she should see all of this. Who's a good girl? That was beautiful, Pearl. Oh, but you don't have to lie down. So that to me looks like her parents did a lot of lie downs this weekend. Because she went from sit to down. Pearlie, heel. Good girl. That was beautiful on her part. I just think that was wonderful. But even if I didn't tighten her leash, I went through the physical motions that made her think I was. So she saw me do this hand over hand maneuver like I'm shortening my leash, and I'll show it to you. Here I go. I do this hand over hand, and I'm not going to do it while she's watching somewhere else. So I do this thing. Who's a good girl? This is not tight. Who's a good girl? Pearl, heel. And that's how you teach auto sits. It's really quite easy. Just takes some work, takes some time. That's what, you know, everything that we do is repetition. And if you'll know, we do the same patterns in the beginning, 30 minutes each time with the dogs 3 times a day. We run them through the exact same pattern, in the exact same order, stay. And since dogs learn by chaining events together, you look at how far away from her I am. Stay. Who's a good girl? Good. Down. What a good dog. What a good dog. That's 4 days of training. Unbelievable. Oh, Pearly, stay. That's a good girl. This week I'm going to start to randomize the treats with Pearl because she is so reliant on them. She would not do anything last week if I didn't have that bologna. Now she's become so accustomed to doing these things and in this order, meaning the sit, stay, you walk around, you immediately go into the down, stay, walk around, and that's the exact pattern. We don't vary from it until they're just so adept at it they can do it in their sleep. And then we start working our way out, and then towards the end of their training we're going to mix it up on them because they begin to realize, they begin to anticipate. So you're only halfway around the circle and they're going to go down already. It's like, wait, I didn't ask for that yet. Right? And we don't want them to ever assume that something comes right after something, because one of the important commands, the release word, free, Pearl, free, comes after down also. So we don't ever want them to anticipate free. And that's that. That's Pearl.